These things are creepy crawly. I think, what's up, Rex? Rex likes worms.
BFLO Worm Works was founded in 2020 as a way to help our Earth thrive by turning organic waste into community resources, opportunities, and more. We'll tell you all about it up next. Today, I'm joined by Myles Stubblefield, founder of BFLO Worm Works, and Lucas Salino of Salino Plumbing. So I'm very excited today. We're talking about worms. Tell me about why you founded your organization and why you want to help, our community.
Absolutely, great question. Thank you so much for having me on, Kim. It's really great what you're doing, and it's a great opportunity to be out here in front of your audience as well. Wormworks just came out of a problem, and I made a solution. I just had too much organic waste that was just literally too heavy for me to move. In this case, for me, a lot of dog poop. And I just found a way to compost that. Long story short, through the compost process, I found worms. And they just do the process a lot quicker. And they also produce a product, their worm poo, also known as castings. And those castings are then made into really great plant food. So once I figured that out, we started BFLO Worm Works, and now we just take organic food scraps from restaurants, hospitality organizations, and even some residential. We turn those food scraps into powerful plant food and food for animals and people.
And Lucas, you're a big supporter of BFLO Worm Works and the good work they're doing. Tell me more about why you want to support this mission with Salino Plumbing.
At first, really didn't know much about it. Heard the story and was really intrigued to get involved. And we do plumbing, we move dirt, we're dealing with it all the time. And just to have such a cool connection and tie to it and do something that helping out the community and the environment certainly piqued our interest.
And Lucas, tell me more. At Salino Plumbing, you have something new coming up where you want to make sure that you take care of the environment as well. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, so New York State's recently made a big push on going all electric for their heating source, and there's a program out there called NYSERDA. We were happy to jump in. We've been trying to help out with tankless, conserve more water over the years, but really any product out there, we try and jump on and be one of the first to get a lot of knowledge on, and then educate our customers to help them know what's out there. And again, just really relates well to what they're doing. I love how he just found the solution through that.
And BFLO homes, they're beautiful, the architecture's beautiful, but they're older and they're not necessarily energy efficient, right?
It can be true, for sure. There is a lot of them out there, but a lot of houses have been going through different phases of getting better insulation or different heating sources too. Well,
I definitely think it's a beautiful thing to make our world a better place for our future. So what you're doing, both of you, Lucas and Myles, is remarkable. So I definitely want to learn more about worms. So you're going to show that to us now?
Sure. Why not? Let's get into it. I got my handy dandy safety glove here. All right. We're going to get into worms. And long story short, like I said, our worms eat our food scraps, vegetable, fruit, things that we're not thinking of, banana peels, different husks from plants. We feed that trash or our garbage to our worms. Our worms are going to eat that. And then these worms are going to convert our trash back into food, right? And it's kind of closing that loop in that circle. There's different type of parameters and conditions to make sure that these worms are all happy, wiggly, and making a lot of good compost. But the big thing for me wasn't about selling compost, and it wasn't about selling worms. It was like, how could I reduce waste, get people really engaged and motivated to do it? And then secondarily to that, I did find a way to sell worms and castings as well.
Well, I love that you said you want to make sure your worms are happy. That is very, very sweet of you, Myles.
Do you want to hold one of my worms?
I will pass today, but thank you so much. I don't have gloves.
I had to ask him. These things are creepy crawly. I think, what's up, Rex? Rex likes worms. I think once you kind of get over, how wiggly and slimy they might be, the addition to our ecosystem, the addition to our waste management and sustainability goals is really, really beneficial.
So how do I do this at home? If my family and I wanted to start our own compost at home, how do I do that?
Oh yeah, great question. Anyone can get into it. You can compost without worms, just in a regular bin. And when you add these worms, it happens a lot quicker. So we take the worms, we put them inside a bin or a container, depends on how much food you guys are eating. And then once a week, sometimes twice a week, we're gonna add food scraps to these worms. Those worms are gonna eat up those food scraps over the weeks. And then you're gonna take the castings or the worm poo out, and you're able to use that on your garden. patio garden, urban farming, or if you just have like a little pot, you know, not too many plants. So that's really good. The worms themselves, they'll continue to reproduce in your house, in your bin. So it kind of continues to go as long as you keep adding your trash, your garbage.
That's wonderful. The worms seem like very special workers.
Yeah, I named them all.
Now I'm going to make you name them all. How many are in there?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I was gonna
you're
ask
not
how many
kidding.
are in there.
Like, this is Frank. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is cousin. You know what? His name Frank too.
Frank and his family.
Frank and friends. Frank, friends and family for sure.
Well, I want to thank you both so much for coming on the Sweet Buffalo Show. Thank you both for what you're doing to help our environment, and you guys are the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Thanks for bringing such a fun guest here too.
He really is. Thanks for bringing the worms.
Awesome. Yes, absolutely. No problem.
For more episodes of the Sweet Buffalo Show, follow Sweet Buffalo on all our social platforms for sweet stories worth sharing.